We, as Sisters of Mercy, freely responding to a call to serve the needy of our time, commit ourselves to follow Jesus Christ in His compassion for suffering people. We profess by public vows to live in chastity, poverty, and obedience, and to serve the poor, sick, and ignorant. The Sister of Mercy must feel a particular interest for the sick and the dying. In 1988, the Sisters of Mercy, at a community chapter, a community meeting, made a deliberate decision to address the issue of AIDS because it was something fairly new on the scene and efforts had not been organized to address the issue. So it was an issue that had been unmet or underserved, and we made a decision to do something about it.
House of Mercy is a small but very effective place for people with AIDS to live, and live and not prepare to die.
When my doctor sent me here, he sent me here with no pain, with no medications except for morphine. I was expected not to live a week. They thought I'd die. I've been here now 7 months, and I was bedridden. I couldn't do anything for myself. I was completely infantile. And I went from that to up and able-bodied, independently walking around. I don't usually stay in my bed. I usually am out and about, but today was just a bad day. I don't get that. It's rare to see me in bed in the day. But, the House of Mercy more or less saved my life.
The sisters have been so wonderful, not just spiritually, but as far as from a mindset and a loving set, that they would even conceive of doing something like this back in Gaston County in the South, and it's been here for 10 years, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And this would have been kind of a real kind of definitely a difficult thing to, you wouldn't want somebody like us living next to you,
We Sisters of Mercy are few in number. We rely on the persons who work with us to provide this atmosphere of womb love, this house of hospitality, this community setting, with professional, but more than that, persons with an attitude and a bearing and behaviors of love extended to those who are not appreciated by society.
We take them places, we take them everywhere. I even come sometimes on Sundays and take, if they want to go with me to church or something, I'll come back here and pick them up and take them to church. I love spending time with them, doing stuff outside of my hours here as work, as well as taking care of them. Because they're just like family. They're just like my family. They're my babies.
Yeah, I love them. Sure. If this was a rough environment, if like say we lived in Charlotte and somebody ran up in here, they wasn't supposed to be in here, I had to stand up. I wouldn't let nothing happen to them.
We, the caregivers, meet the residents when they come in, love them unconditionally. It makes no difference to us how they got the disease, what their backgrounds, whether they came from the streets, whether they're professional. It's the unconditional love, being able to look over all the boundaries that one might normally see. Miracles happen here because of love. I believe it's God's grace working through all of us as caregivers in each of our capacities here at the House of Mercy.
I've never had a combination of drugs work for me. They've always near about killed me or didn't work. Something happened, but this is the first combination that's ever worked for me. And I think it's that and the love of House of Mercy that's done so well for me.
The Hebrew word for mercy is hesed. It literally means womb love, the love that a child experiences in the womb. It provides nourishment and nurturing and warmth and protection and dignity and a sense of hospitality before the child bursts forth into another form of life.